words that you ever said. Buried soft like seeds deep in my chest. I wanna know who you are. I wanna know who you are. Your hands like winter, eyes like wings, and the first kiss cut like ice in the spring. I wanna know who you are. I sleep deep in the dark. So come and take it all, leave enough for the world. I'll be back for the sky when the red earth cries for the girls. Stumble into love like a challenge above, but I ache with the fear in my face. So yeah, into you. White roses at the front door. Our lights intertwine with rain on the porch. I wanna know who you are. I hunt for blood like a shark. So I'm on you back to the lock of your arms. Baby, you know I never hit the mark. I wanna know who you are. 'Cause you're the reason I got so far. So come and take it all, live enough for the world. I'll be back for the sky when the red earth cries for the girls. Stumble into love like a challenge above, but I ache with the fear in my face. So yeah, into you. I leave it up to all the will that lives inside me, but I couldn't keep you here right next to me. There's something in the way I'm lifted when I hear your name. There's nothing that can touch what you have made. So come and take it all, live enough for the world. I'll be back for the sky when the red earth cries for the girls. Stumble into love like a challenge above, but I ache with the fear in my face. So yeah, into you.
My original plan for this car was to take it on a bit of a road trip. Yeah, that didn't happen, and I'm going to explain why. Though I did actually go on a road trip, I didn't use this car. I have done a lot of work on this car, making it pass inspection, fixing the springs and some other interior details. But there was always something else wrong with it, all the time. The biggest problem is the cabin ventilation system. It gets hot, like really hot. I actually burnt my foot on the clutch pedal. My theory is that the heat valve is seized and can't move, so it's stuck in the open position, just dumping hot air into the cabin at all times. Another issue with the car is the exhaust system is obnoxiously loud when driving on any major road. And since this is a 4-speed, it also has the problem that it's incredibly high RPM when driving fast, and that doesn't really help when the exhaust is loud. And since this exhaust isn't the original one, it also has some fitment issues, mostly colliding with the rear springs. And the third thing is that the gearbox has developed a whining noise, and I'm a little bit concerned that the gearbox is worn. It could be that it just needs new gear fluid, new gear oil, but I don't know. And since these gearboxes are known for being weak, I wouldn't really be surprised if it's a worn box. My solution is just to basically replace the oil, and if it doesn't fix the problem, well, then I'm gonna drive it until the gearbox breaks, basically. And the last thing is that this car has developed a habit of pissing out all of its fuel when running. The fuel pump seals were going bad, and I fixed it half a dozen times by just squeezing it tighter, but alas, the problem has catched up to me. The fuel pump housing has cracked from the extra stress. So a couple of weeks ago I ordered a replacement pump, which I installed before I left. I had never installed one before, so I didn't really know how it connected to the camshaft. It turns out to be pretty simple, but a bit annoying. From the camshaft there's a push rod going to the pump. This push rod doesn't have any movement restraints apart from the fuel pump and the camshaft. This meant that I had to remove the camshaft cover to make sure that the rod was seated properly. But apart from that, it was pretty easy. A few things to note if you're going to do this yourself. Firstly, note that the input and output dimensions of your old pump and new pump might not be the same. My old pump had an 8mm output and input, but the new pump had a 6mm output, meaning that I needed to adapt it to make it fit with my fuel line. I ended up using a small universal fuel filter to convert 6mm to 8mm line. Secondly, when removing the camshaft cover, the key is to align the rotor inside the distributor cap to roughly hit cylinder 1, then rotating the engine slightly to align the 0 on the flywheel with the mark on the clutch cover. After doing that, the distributor can disengage from the camshaft. You can remove the camshaft cover with the distributor still attached to it. Just be mindful when putting it back on. You need to align the connection between the distributor and the camshaft. So the car works, but isn't that nice to drive in the summer. I do have a few alternatives on what I can do in order to take it on a road trip. For instance, fixing the actual heater valve, or just take it during the winter. But I do have another idea, but that will be in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. See ya!